What's up guys, Asian here again with another PTS video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Stone Giant. I don't really want to say improved just yet, just because I haven't really had time to really test it out and compare it to Dragonhold builds, but it is definitely new. So for 5.3.0 Harrowstorm moving forward, Stone Giant has made a bit of a change here. So going into our skill bar here. So here we have Stone Fist and the two morphs, Obsidian Shard and Stone Giant. Obsidian Shard still pretty much acts exactly how it does currently in Dragonhold. You basically shoot out a ball of rock, it explodes, deals a small amount of flame damage, and then it heals yourself or up to two other people near the enemy for a certain amount of health. This particular morph hasn't changed. So Obsidian Shard, DK healers, don't worry, you guys are still able to use Obsidian Shard without any changes at all moving into Harrowstorm. However, stamDKs and DK tanks that use Stone Giants, things have changed quite a bit. So just really quickly reading off the tooltip here. Crush the earth beneath you, dealing, in this case, 9568 physical damage to all enemies within 6 meters of you. Debris ripped from the ground is held around you for 12 seconds. Activating the ability again allows you to launch part of the debris at an enemy, dealing another 9568 physical damage up to 3 times. Final cast stuns for 3 seconds. Each hit applies staggers, increasing damage taken by 65 per stack for 6 seconds. So you still only have, I believe, 3 stacks of Stagger, so you will only be able to get 65 times 3, or about 195 additional damage taken to enemies that are affected by Stagger. But you will see here that Stone Giant pretty much is completely changed from a spammable to kind of this quasi-weird 2-step spammable kind of thing. So the first step is that first initial AoE direct damage component. There's a cast time associated with it, so you will see up in the top there, cast time of 0.6 seconds, so just over half a second long. And then once you have used that first AoE, you have 3 rocks around you, and then you can reactivate the ability up to 3 times to throw the rocks out, and that is pretty much your typical Stone Giant. Once you use those 3 rocks, when you cast this ability again, you will once again slam the ground and create 3 more rocks. So here's what it looks like when we actually use it. We're going to go ahead and target the... Actually, we'll go ahead and target the Bone Goliath here. So you can see here that that is pretty much the initial hit here, and then you'll see that since I'm not targeting anything right now, I can actually reactivate this. And after 12 seconds, these 3 balls of rock will disappear. So again, once I have this, I can't resummon anymore. You'll see that it's grayed out unless I have it targeting something. Then I can basically throw it out. 1, 2, 3. And you'll see that I do have the 3 stacks of Stagger. And once all 3 balls have been thrown out, so again, 1, 2, 3, I'm able to create more. So this is still a spammable, but it now just has a little bit of a kind of extra step associated with it. In addition, each of these also deals damage, and they do cost their own sources of stamina. So you'll see here that my stamina does go down for each one. Now, on the flip side, each one also does proc the eternal, all of these passives as well. So you do get the additional 990 stamina back with Helping Hands. Mountain's Blessing, you do get the Minor Brutality, and you do also gain Ultimate when you use any of the 3 earthen balls that you happen to generate with this ability. Now, how does this stack up when it comes to DPS? Is your rotation going to change? Is it still going to be your spammable? Well, initial tests that I have done seem to indicate that it should still be a spammable for stamDKs. So you'll see that I have 3 parses here for my stamDK. This one is with Stone Giant here. You'll find it right here. It now has, I believe, it should have 2 parts. So you have the AoE part here, which is this lower DPS portion here, ID 134340. Then you have the Stone Giant, the actual projectile part up here. So you can just combine these 2 together to see that you're getting a pretty solid amount of DPS. So this in total deals about 11.7% of our DPS, so about the same amount of DPS as Reliquin. And on top of that, you still also get the Stagger mechanic as well, so all of your allies will be dealing more damage. It just adds this extra step. Good thing is this extra step does actually deal some AoE damage, so you do have a little bit of additional cleave now. Not that stamDKs weren't really lacking on it, because Noxious Breath is actually pretty decent as a spammable for AoE stuff. Then we want to compare it to two other parses that I did. This one was with Rapid Strikes, which is probably the closest equivalent to Stone Giant. It is a channeled ability. So I used that as sort of a point of comparison here, 79.1k compared to 80.5 here with Stone Giant. And then this one was with Noxious Breath spam, so kind of very common for players who want to get some good sustain while still doing decent damage, 78.3k here. So you can see Stone Giant, this is just one parse for each of them, so obviously I should be doing more testing, some more parses, just to kind of see whether these were flukes or not. But you can see here that just based off of these initial parses, Stone Giant still does seem like the spammable that you're going to want to go with here. There is obviously some sort of learning curve behind it, just because of the new mechanic, the new kind of two-step process here, but overall it should still perform pretty well as your stamDK spammable here. But that concludes this video. Let me know down in the comment section below whether you will continue to use Stone Giant or if you're probably going to move on to a different spammable. Also let me know if there are anything else you would like me to test during this PTS cycle here. I do want to examine a few more things here before we get any more updates in 5.3.2. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next dungeon.